Good afternoon, everybody. We are back on the My Living Media podcast. Today we have Mark from Prime IV. Mark, thank you so much for coming down.
Lewis, thank you. Great to be here.
Let's jump right into it. Tell me a little bit about Prime IV.
All right, Prime IV, IV therapy. We help folks that are focused on their health, their well-being, with different drips, IV drips that we have that will help them achieve their goals.
We've had a couple people on here doing different IV things. I think you're the first to say that it's for wellness.
Yes.
So break that down for me.
Yeah. So, Lewis, if you look, like when I break down a lot of the customers that we target, a lot of customers that come visit us, probably break down into three key areas. They want to look better, they either feel better, or they just want to perform better as an athlete. Or maybe they want all three. But when you think about, some of that comes under health. Some of it comes underneath the well-being. And everyone I would think, especially here in Florida, where it's a very outdoorsy, very active community, a lot of folks already have their own health regimen that they're into. This helps complement and helps them achieve their goals quicker and better than if they were not doing IV therapy.
So for me, it's really interesting because a lot of what I hear for the IV, like I hear about, the hangover cocktails. I've never really looked into the health and wellness portion of it.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting. So if people want to find you, where do they find you, first of all?
Okay. We're in Palm Beach Gardens. Okay. We're located in the Shops of Legacy Place, right across from Men's Warehouse, next door to Pure Bar. Beautiful shopping center. Love the area that we're in.
Okay, I'll have to come
And you
down
must
and
have
see
been
you.
to Vegas because everybody associates IV therapy with the hangover cure, which I think started in Vegas.
That's what we were just talking about. I was talking to Huli about who we were having on. And that's the first thing I brought up was that hangover IV.
Yeah.
So it's very cool. I love that this is something different.
Well, we do that.
Okay, you do that.
We do that.
Okay.
And that's one, Lewis, I wish one day I have to do this with the right person, right customer and their approval. But when it comes to somebody, you went out last night, you had a good time, better time than you realized when you woke up this morning, and you're feeling the effects of last night, within an hour, we can have you back to normal. And I would love to do the before and after video of somebody because they come walking in, they have the hat down low, the sunglasses on, their feet are kind of dragging.
Yeah.
And then when they walk out, it's like they're running for political office. Hey, guys, it was great to see everyone. I think I'm going back out tonight. And midway through the drip, because it helps with the hydration. We do things to cleanse the liver. We give them things to help with any nausea or headaches. And it truly makes a difference. Friday, Saturday, we're now open on Sundays. We usually will get a few folks that'll call us for that.
They
that
come
hangover.
in, they straggle in?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They come dragging in. They come running out, though, in a good way.
So, Mark, who can benefit from Prime IV?
Lewis, I'm glad you asked that. Almost everybody can benefit for it. We have just a wide range. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to look better, you want to feel better, you want to perform better, then we've got the perfect drip, perfect solution for you. So if you think about, hey, I'm flu, COVID, going around the office, going around my household, I'm starting to feel a little bit worn down. We've got what's called the immunity armor. It's an infusion of vitamin C, of zinc that's going to help reduce symptoms. It's going to help fight somebody that could be around others that have been sick. So it helps them with getting healthy. From a performance, we've got a lot of athletes that come in, whether it's preparing for a big competition to help them, especially here in Florida with the heat that we have to prevent from cramping, make sure they're fully hydrated going in. We have a lot of high school athletes that will come in. We've got folks that are preparing for half marathons that are coming in doing the IV, because it's not just the hydration, but we also add nutrients in there that's going to help with muscle recovery, lean muscle mass, provide energy when they're feeling down, or they come in after to help them bounce back after their competitions.
So it does help them recuperate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'd imagine maybe somebody who's, let's just say they're a CrossFit athlete, right? Mm-hmm. So that's tearing your body down. So your IV is going to help them come back so they can go back into that again?
It absolutely will.
Okay.
It speeds up that recovery.
Okay.
We have a lot, like the CrossFit folks. We've got a few in our area, had quite a few members. I think it's over Memorial Day. CrossFit folks do the Murph, which is a pretty serious competition that they're all performing. I can't remember all the details to it, but we had multiple folks from Gardens CrossFit right around the corner from us that came in to prepare as well as came in afterwards to help them with their recovery. Our drips, Lewis, have like we can do just a pure hydration drip, which is primarily going to help you with hydration. We could put one nutrient in there like a B12. So, hey, let's get hydrated. B12 is going to give you some energy. But if we go to our champion drip, that is what most of our athletes will take. That has 10 different nutrients in there. So that will help everything from providing energy, providing muscle recovery, helping with lean mass. Like it helps with multiple symptoms and helps with that recovery and preparation.
I wish when I was an athlete, I would have had something like that. Because for me, it was you just deal with it. Right. So if there's help on the way, that's a beautiful thing.
You stopped and bought Gatorade.
That's it.
And I
That's about it.
Stopped at 7-Eleven or Wawa, bought the Gatorade, and hey, that's going to prepare me before the competition.
That was it.
I'm going to recover afterwards. I'm going to load up on a lot of sugars. But now with the IV therapy, and folks often ask, like, why IV therapy? Right? Because you probably, Lewis, yourself as an athlete, take multivitamins, right? You probably do the whey protein to help you with recovery. If you take an oral supplement, you get about 10 to 20% of the actual nutrient in that oral supplement because your stomach's digesting it and only so much is getting into your system. IV is going directly into you. You're getting immediate benefits from it and almost 100% absorption because of the fact that it's intravenous and it's coming directly into your body. So it's so much more impactful and effective than just taking the oral supplements.
What's interesting is it's the second time that I think I've heard it. You haven't said it in the same way, but the second time I've heard it. It seems like, and I've never had this done, but it seems like unlike an oral or taking a liquid where, you take it, it takes some time. It seems like from what you're telling me is that you start feeling it while it's happening.
You feel it right away. You feel it right away. Like you're going to start feeling it. When I say right away, like most people walk out feeling better because one of the things that we want to create is when you come into Prime IV, we want to create a spa-like atmosphere. And we call it the 1 hour vacation. We want you to come in and feel like we all want to go away from vacation, but day-to-day life, I'm tired, I'm worn down. I really would love to get away and go to an island for the week, but I don't have the time. Let me come in and have that 1 hour vacation where you're going to walk out feeling like a completely different person. You come in and you hear me use the term spa. Folks come in, they're very surprised by what it looks like because you've got the spa music that's playing when you come in. We've got great relaxing smell that you can absorb. My staff is made up of RNs and medics, and all are extremely well versed in IV therapy. All are experts because they've either worked in the emergency room or if they're a medic, we've got a couple medics from here in Martin County. They're experts at putting an IV in. That's like a non-event when you come in. But you spend your very first visit, you're going to spend about 10, 15 minutes with one of our wellness consultants going through a consultation. Like, okay, Lewis, what brought you in today? What is it that you're looking to achieve? Let's talk about your medical background. And then from there, let's talk about what's the best IV drip and best treatment that we have for you. After we align around and decide what's going to be the best treatment, we get you started. The medics, the nurse will then go ahead and start your IV. And then we take you to our VIP room. VIP room, we've got these zero gravity massage chairs. They're only made for Prime IV. You're not going to find them anywhere else. They're not the massage chairs that you see at the mall or at the airport. These are ones that you sit in there and we set the readings and it will adapt to your body, and you'll get a full body massage while you're getting the IV therapy. And if you want, we can also hook you up with oxygen.
Man, so that is like a vacation. And you're telling me that, so I can go in, most people maybe have a half hour, but let's say I have an hour lunch.
Yep.
I can come in and see you.
Yeah, most people, it's about an hour because it's about especially the first visit, because you have to do an intake form. That takes 5-10 minutes. Most people try and get that done before they come in. But if that's okay, if someone doesn't, you can complete it while you're in there. Then the consultation, then we'll get you into the chair. So it's about an hour.
So that's not bad.
No,
That's not
second
bad at
time
all.
in, probably do 45 minutes. Especially if you call us and say, we had a customer come in yesterday, and we close on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. She got off work at 3:30 at Boynton Beach. Hey, I'm going to drive up. We knew this customer. We know what drip she typically wants. We were able to get her in, get her out. If you let us know, we can have everything set up and ready for you, especially if it's your second or third time coming in.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that.
You'll see, like, we want that 1 hour vacation, but for us, like, not only is the entire staff kind of the wellness experts and consultants can talk to you about the drips and the different drips and the nutrients that are in those drips, but they're also all very focused. Like, when I was looking to build our team, I wanted people who like people. So when they're coming in, because it's such a big part, a lot of people get nervous. I didn't realize how many people get nervous around needles and being injected. Mm-hmm. It's a non-event. And we also want folks to know that when you're leaving there, you're going to feel different. And you're going to have some nice benefits that are going to come out of it that you're going to feel even after you leave.
That's how you said the fear of needles, right?
That's right.
So I have tattoos. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't think I'm afraid of needles. For some reason, when I was down in Miami and I was getting blood taken, never had this problem before. I'm getting the blood taken, and all of a sudden, I see the blood coming out, and my eyes roll back, and I hear the nurse yelling in Spanish that she needs help because I just fell right on top of her. So from that point on, I have a huge fear of needles. I'll still get tattoos, but needles. But I think if your staff is helping people feel comfortable, that's the thing. Because most of the time when you go into a place like that and you're going to take any needle in, you have that anxiety. But if you have a comfort level, that's amazing.
Yeah. Folks, and you'll see, like, if someone works in the ER, which a lot of our staff does, or if they're a medic, they're doing 20, 30 injections, inserting IVs and starting IVs a day at the regular job. So every one of them is an expert. When they interviewed to start, they all had to give me an IV because I wanted to make sure their skills were at the right level, at the level that it is a non-event. Because most of the people that are coming in, it's pretty easy. They've got, as we call them, pipes, and easy to find the vein and easy to get things started. But we've got some who come in and it takes a little bit of time and takes skill, and the team has that.
Yeah.
But you also, with the atmosphere, with the people skills that the staff has, like, it's usually inserted before you realize.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think that's huge.
It's big impact. You would be surprised, Lewis, because you talked about like your tattoos, and which means you've had plenty of needles on your skin. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised. Big guys coming in, lots of tattoos, and they're like looking and nervous about that needle for whatever reason. Nobody likes getting a needle and getting stuck, but it's a non-event.
Yeah,
it's a non-event.
That's great, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to come down and see you.
Yeah.
So let's move over. One of the questions that I see here, and I find it very interesting, is how does IV therapy help me recover from things like migraines, fatigues, dehydration?
Yeah, that's especially when you think of migraines, dehydration. The dehydration's simple because we're putting a liter of fluid into your body. You're getting that within the 45 minutes that we talked about so quickly. We talked earlier about folks that have been out the night before and drinking. Like, their body will absorb that bag in probably 20, 30 minutes because they're so big part of when you're hungover is you're dehydrated. But also with folks that are like, hey, I'm recovering from a flu, or I'm recovering from a cold, I have migraines. We've got shots that will help with the migraines. We've got that we can put to give the shot. But we also have, like, if you think about the Myers cocktail, That's probably the most popular IV therapy.
It's
It
one that I've
started
heard a lot.
by a
Yeah.
doctor, Dr. Myers, 3, 4 decades ago. It improved symptoms from illness, such as migraines, headaches, arthritis, depression, chronic fatigue, and that helps significantly. And it's because it's got quite a few B vitamins in there: B complex, B6, B12, B5. And it's, when I say decades, it's been around 50 plus years. And it was created by Dr. Myers. It helps with an array of disorders, relieves, prevent migraines, reduces the symptoms of allergies, arthritis, asthma. It's really the IV that's the jack of all trades. As a matter of fact, my children are older. My 23-year-old daughter, my 28-year-old son, Brayden and Kelly, were in 2 weeks ago. One traveled here from New York City. One traveled from Jackson Hole. And they both got the Myers. They were just, Dad, we're traveling. They worked. They're into their careers. They were just tired and worn down. And then later that day, they both traveled back to their homes in New York and in Jackson Hole. And the next day, they're like, Dad, I feel normal. Wouldn't even know I was traveling the last couple of days. And they felt so much better than if they had not had that IV therapy.
So, Mark, we've talked a lot about the benefits through performance, the migraines, all the things that we've already talked about. But what else can it do? I know there's more.
Yeah. Lewis, thank you for bringing me back on track. 2 I want to talk about. One is, we call it the Skinny Mermaid at Prime IV. It's heavy with lipoline in it. And just like the name, skinny, if someone's trying to lose weight, I'm trying to drop 10 pounds, 15 pounds, or less, Skinny Mermaid is fantastic. And it helps folks with managing their weight loss because having the lipoline in there will help speed up metabolism. It also helps decreases cravings that folks have. So the Skinny Mermaid is one of our most popular drips that we have. The other one is called the Glow. In the Glow, a lot of folks are looking, myself included, how do I slow down the aging process? Now that I'm mid-50s, looking to say, like, hey, how do I retain that youth, or how do I slow things down? And folks love the Glow. It's heavy with glutathione. It's heavy with biotin, which helps with your skin, your hair, your nails. And it will truly help folks with, slowing down that aging process. Folks love the way they look and the way their skin looks and appearances. So I'm glad you asked me that question, because that Skinny Mermaid as well as the Glow are 2 of the more popular ones, drips that we have.
That's great. And great names for them, by the way. If
Don't
I
you
saw
love
that
those?
on a brochure on a website, I'd really want to know, Skinny Mermaid, Glow. Like, what is that? That's awesome. I
The
love
Skinny
those
Mermaid.
names. Yeah, love it, love it.
And I doubt that's skinny. Like, I have individual who's coming in. He used to be a Marine. He told me he'd put some weight on, wanted to drop it. So I was like, okay, well, we're not going to give you a Skinny Mermaid. We'll give you the Skinny Marine. So if it's a guy and you want to drop a couple pounds, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. So, Prime IV, can I come in and just get an IV done? Do you offer any memberships?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. Yes to both of those. So we do take walk-ins all the time. Some folks call us and, hey, can I get in now? We absolutely will take walk-in. We just opened earlier this year. So most days we still have availability. So if somebody walks in or calls us, we'll be able to do everything we can to fit them in that day. But we also have memberships, and the memberships offer significant amount of savings. I talked earlier about the consultation. When you first come in, visit us, you spend time with a wellness consultant, try to understand what your goals and objectives are. That first trip's going to help you. But like anything that you do, the first day going to the gym, it might help you. But it's that repetitive nature that's going to help you see the results and help you achieve the goals that you're looking for. So the membership, they provide great savings for folks compared to our regular prices. In addition, they also help with keeping folks on a routine, help them with achieving those goals and objectives that they have.
Okay. I like this one. So what are some myths? What are some myths about IVs that you can debunk for me?
Yeah, the myths, it'll go back to what we talked about earlier with the needles. Most people, that's a non-event. It's a non-event for people. You come in once in a while, like it happens. Someone might walk with a bruise the next day, but sometimes you can never, avoid that. That's just going to happen. But 99% of the time, it's a non-event for folks. The other that I would say is your body doesn't release it all. Like, yes, you're taking a liter plus of fluids when you come in. You're going to be going to the bathroom immediately following. You're not releasing everything. Your body is still absorbing all the nutrients. And you're still going to get the benefits more than any other way than orally. So if I debunk the myths, it's not going to be painful. It's not going to take you all day. And it's going to have an immediate impact for you.
With you guys have been open for how long again? I'm sorry.
Our grand opening was the end of May. We had a soft opening in April. So beginning of the summer.
Okay, so in this relatively short time, can you give me some feedback? What are your customers feeling?
Yeah. We've got customers who it is their 1 hour vacation twice a month that they'll come in. And we have folks that come in every other Saturday. And they go out to lunch. And then after lunch, they come in and they use that to help them, whether it's the Skinny Mermaid that's helping them manage their weight, or it's the Glow and helping with reducing wrinkles, helping with producing collagen, and it's helping them with their appearance and their looks. We also have folks that are coming in that they're going through transformations. And I don't use that word transformation lightly. They're going through serious weight loss because we haven't talked about it yet. But one of the things, in addition to the IVs, we also offer peptides. And the peptides will help with going through. I will tell you, if you look at the reviews that we have, they love our staff. They love the atmosphere. And they love how refreshed they feel afterwards in the days following the IV drip.
So let's go into peptides.
Yeah.
Okay. What types of conditions or goals can peptides help address?
Yeah. Peptides are helping with. We have two different types of peptides. Most, and I'll, if I can, Lewis, let me just step back, because most folks, probably 50% of people I talk to know what peptides are. Most people know of Ozempic. You've heard that catchy commercial, the Ozempic. And I'm not going to sing it, even though I was just about
you were going to.
You can tell I almost started that. I'm going to save the audience from having to hear that. But Ozempic was actually designed for diabetes, to help folks that have that are diabetic and help them. A side effect was the weight loss. And since Ozempic was released, there's been a lot more. We offer 3 types of peptides. First 2 that I'll talk about are for weight loss: semaglutides and tirzepatide. Both of them are going to help. They also, back to immediate. This is just a needle, an injection. It's an injection you do once a week, same day, same time, every week. And you can do it yourself, or some folks prefer they come in to see us and we do it for them. They're in and out in less than 5 minutes. But I can tell you, I've got an individual, Jose, works in the Shops of Legacy place. When Jose started his journey, he was over 250 pounds. Today, he's down 3 to 4 months later, he's down to 210 pounds.
Wow.
Showed me the other day, did his belt buckle, he pulled out his waistline, and you could put a whole nother person in there. Like, he's looking different. He feels significantly different. When I see him, had to do a double take last week when he drove past. It looked like Jose's younger brother.
Wow.
Coming past me. But the semaglutides, tirzepatide, significant, and it will transform somebody. Your body will lose weight. Not unusual for somebody. And it also goes, because what that semaglutide is doing, that tirzepatide, is it's decreasing your cravings. And it's also helping speed up metabolisms. And it will make a big immediate difference for folks. The other one we offer, Sermorelin. Sermorelin helps with muscle mass, the opposite effect. Athletes, young folks who want to build up can come in for the Sermorelin.
Okay, I've never heard of that one. I mean, obviously Ozempic, all that stuff we've heard of, but I never heard of the reverse, which you just said. That's pretty cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's new for us as well, in offering the Sermorelin.
And I assume you have a lot of athletes that come in and do that.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, no, today Sermorlin's new for us, just starting. We have we have high school athletes, football players, lacrosse players that are coming in the day before their game or the day of their game to get the champion drip that I talked about earlier. And it helps them. Like one of our athletes, he starts both ways for Jupiter High School on the football team. He's a great athlete, but he found he was cramping during the games. And he started coming in, hydrating beforehand, made all the difference.
As Prime IV, what values and principles do you guys hold in delivering top-notch service?
It will start first and foremost is safety, right? I've talked a lot about the staff in the background that the staff has. Like everybody is experienced, whether it's starting that IV, their experience in understanding the different IVs and the benefit of the IVs that we're offering, to make sure that safety is foremost. If you come in, one of the things that you also see is we have this, it looks pretty cool. I don't have a medical background, but it's a compound room. We mix all of our drips on site. Like some of our competitors, they'll order the Myers cocktail already pre-mixed. We do it so all of our nutrients are safe, they're fresh, and we're only doing 3 nutrients per bag. So we make sure that, and we follow, it's called 797 compounding guidelines. It's federal, it's the highest level. We're not required to, but as a brand, we've made that decision that, hey, safety is foremost. So the most important is safety. The other is just going to be that customer experience. We want to take the time, the consultation. That doesn't happen at every IV therapy spa sort that you go into. We just want to take a few minutes to get to know you and make sure that we're helping you achieve your goals. That IV alone's not going to get you there. Like even those who are on the peptides, like you also want to exercise. You also want to eat smart.
Right.
We're going to help you get there a lot quicker than you would if you didn't have that into your routine that you have. So everything from being experts, the safety and the experience, as well as that 1 hour vacation that we're going to create, are all part of our signature service that we offer.
So what I'm observing in this conversation that we've had today, it seems like you guys really go that extra mile. You're above and beyond.
Absolutely.
I love
Very much
that.
so.
Yeah, and you don't see that all the time now.
You don't, even when somebody walks in, like we stand up to greet them and welcome them to come in. Like we want to make sure they feel comfortable. Somebody comes in and they've been in before, we'll remember them. We'll remember why they came in last time. We make sure, and if we don't remember, like we're always looking up when was the last time they were in, what was the drip that they got last time, what was their goals and objectives, and let's make sure, see how they're feeling when they come back in. We'll still do a mini consult if you come back in that second time or third time, just to see how you feeling. Is it IV, the last type of drip that you did? Did you get the benefit out of it that you're hoping for? And make sure that we're helping you to achieve those goals.
So you're not just churning them out. So if they come back and they're like, well, it worked, but I kind of felt this, then you guys will make some adjustments and get them to where they need to be at.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. I would like to think, and I think our customers, if you look, we're still new. We don't have a lot of reviews on Google, but if you look at the reviews we have, they all talk about the experience. We talk about the staff and the benefits.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, there is something, we do a lot of these podcasts. We also do digital marketing. And one of the biggest things that we find is people may have a great product, but their staff and how they operate isn't the way it necessarily should be.
Yep.
Right. So I love that you guys are doing that. Before we wrap up, let me just ask you, what do you want, anybody who's listening, what do you want them to hear from this podcast?
Yeah, couple things. IV therapy can help everyone from a wide range, whether you want to look better, feel better, perform better. We absolutely have an IV drip that we could help you with. We've got a staff that'll create a great experience for you. We'd love to have you come in and visit us. For anybody that's coming in the first time, we have great specials, introductory specials. For those that want to come in multiple times, we've got the memberships that are going to provide great savings. And right now, we've got some incredible holiday bundles that we're offering for gift certificates, whether it's for yourself or a stocking stuffer that you want to present to somebody and you've been trying to think, hey, what's the right gift?
Yeah.
We've got some great holiday bundles that we're offering.
Outstanding. So, Mark, where can they find it? How can they find you? How can they find Prime IV? Where can they find these specials at, these bundles? Let them know.
Yeah, you can visit us. If you Google Prime IV Palm Beach Gardens, we're going to pop up at the top. But we'll love for you to come in and see our location. You will be very happy. We're in a beautiful shopping center, and the Shops and Legacy Place right off of PGA Boulevard in Palm Beach Gardens. Come see us or give us a call. And if you have more questions, the phone number is 561-708-4541.
And are you guys on social media at all?
Thank you. Yes, we are. You can find us, Prime IV, Palm Beach Gardens, on Facebook as well as Instagram.
Same name on both?
Same name on both.
Makes it easier.
Yeah. Makes it. I need to keep it easy for myself, Louis.
Mark, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays.
Oh, thank you, Louis. To you as well. And
Thank you.
This was great being here.